Hey there, guys. I wanted to do a little video on because you see a lot of people asking about, well, how long is it going to take me to cook meat, smoke meat, do all this crazy stuff? So I'm gonna keep it real simple for you. It's all about temp, man. It's never about time. So just throw time out the window. That's why you see a lot of people, they'll start cooking a lot earlier than what they typically would because time is never the issue. Don't ever make it the issue because then your meat won't turn out good. So what I got today is I usually do once a week. I'll do a pulled pork, and I'll just go to the butcher shop, get me good meat, and I've got about a 3.8 pound shoulder, which isn't that big, and because this time I'm not going to cook any stew with it. Usually I'll mix my stuff with Italian sausage and I'll make some really good smoked chili. But so what I'll do is I'll get my smoker started, my Pit Boss, get it up to about 250. While that's working, I'll do a dry rub on that I make up myself. You can do whatever you want. Try to include like some brown sugar in it and do some stuff like that. You also want to get you a spray bottle with apple juice and a little bit of apple cider. Do half and half. It's actually, I found a really good way to get the bark. Once I get everything set up and the pork kind of gets to the room temperature, that's when the magic happens. That's when you stick it on the grill. Now I typically use, I'll show you out here in just a second. What I typically use is I use a pan with a cookie cooling rack, which basically I use as just like a lift off of the pan, because I don't like putting stuff underneath my grill and doing like some of these guys are doing. It's okay if you do that, I'm not saying, but it's nice to keep the drippings from falling down on your grill. So what we're going to do is you can go anywhere from 3.8, 4 pounds all the way up to about 10 pounds on a shoulder. And for the first 4 hours, you want to let this thing cook. Roughly right around the 2 hour mark when you first start up, you're going to want to spray the hell out of that pork with that apple cider and apple juice. Once you do that, this is kind of what you're going to come up with. Let's see if I can get this camera turned around here. Well, maybe not. I may just have to show you this way. So basically, that's what you're going to come up with. And it's good. It's looking really good. It's getting to that point where the bark is looking really good. My temperature right now, let's go back in. I'll tell you what the temperature is. Got mine on the Wi-Fi. So we'll go in here, and that's another important thing is always get you a good thermometer. So right now we're probably I'm at 130, 132 is what it's saying. So what I'm gonna do is let this cook for about another hour. That'll be the 4 hour mark. I'm gonna take that off and I'm gonna double wrap it with aluminum foil. Shiny side up. Put the thing on there, wrap it up, put it back on the grill for about another 4 more hours. Is a roundabout time if people are wanting to know time. But the magic number for pulled pork, especially if you inject it with apple cider vinegar and apple juice, is roughly right around, it's not roughly, it's right at 198. So always remember that. 198 is a magical number for that. Once it hits that, take it off. Take it off. Now I like to, now a lot of people do different things, man, but what I found to work very, very well is I'll take that off. I will wrap it up with a blanket. And then just a regular ice box. No ice in it. So when people start asking, do you have ice in it? No ice in it whatsoever. Keep it wrapped up in the aluminum foil. Put it in there. Let it sit for at least minimum an hour to an hour and a half. Top, if you really want to get it really good and moist, go all the way up 2 hours. It's going to stay hot in there because when you take it out of that and you start going to pull it, there's not going to be a lot of pulling. It's just going to fall apart. So most of you guys that already smoke. You already know all this stuff, and there's other ways that you guys like to do that works better for you. That's fine. This is basically just a how-to video, just to remember there is magic numbers and there is temp. Temp is always important. Never go with time. But yeah, if you do this and you follow this, you'll have good stuff every time. And I have never had anything come out bad on a Pit Boss so far. Like, everything I've been cooking has been really good, and I'm losing weight. So hey, it's an amazing experience. I love my smoker, and I will keep smoking till I'm alive. So but guys, happy smoking, and I hope this helps you out a little bit. And make sure you get you a good barbecue sauce too. Even with moist barbecue, there's some good barbecue sauce out there. Try to go with a vinegar, like a East Carolina kind of barbecue sauce. That's my favorite, with a little bit of crushed pepper in it and stuff like that. If any of you guys are looking for a good recipe for some barbecue sauce, East Coast, send me a message. I'll let you know. I'll give you a little bit of it. I'm not going to give it all to you, but I'll get it so you can at least get some good sauce going. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good one. Happy smoking there, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.